Nicely played, because the inclination would to try and free up the offside. And the importance about this partnership, as we talk about it, is that you have Raza, who's a bona fide match winner, out there with the young man, feeding, giving information, and playing in this manner.
That previous over, that one behind square, the very next delivery gave himself room, carved it through the off, and then the fuller delivery downtown.
Yeah, I thought about it, especially with third up in the circle and finally up in the circle. The ramp was maybe on. Just at the top of your screen, those two fielders. Third, slightly finer, so that gap away to the left is quite a big one. Both teams have implemented that deep field at the point region on the boundary. The previous over was a good one. This one, quieter. Outside edge, I mentioned those two fielders up in the circle. Cultured edge for four.
The problem that Ralph will have if he looks to pitch the ball up is that there's two areas Raza can score that boundary. Past him, which is where he's trying to hit it, but if he gets a thick edge, there's no third man. So that's also not an option, but an area that Raza could get the boundary.
Moral victory there for batter and bowler. One gets the runs, the other one looks and thinks, well, he's got away with one. Goes over cover, but on the bounce. Zimbabwe end their power play at 60 for 2.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
Runs, but they've lost the extra wicket. Abbas into the attack. Afridi, 22 wickets. Had a good tour of Australia, one of the better performers. He goes after it, it hangs, but short, and it'll present the second.
Now, I think Sikandar Raza's just got to be careful here. It's twice he's taken on a delivery that's not full enough to try and go over the top, and he's just got enough on it to get over extra.
Most runs and wickets for Zimbabwean in T20 internationals. Sikandar Raza from 2013 to 2024, 2,236 runs. Look at that strike rate, 15 plus scores of 50, and then the bowling. Looking for two, and he'll pick it up with ease.
Very, very good running. As soon as he hit that Sikandar Raza, he said it's 2.
76 wickets, striking just over every 3 overs. Look at the economy, less than 7. Bona fide match winner. In the gap, work to do, good fielding.
Commitment in the outfield. Dahadat Khan saving 2. Now, 2 for 2 for 2. 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 2 for 2 Raza has hit that extremely well. He's done exceptionally well to make sure that Zimbabwe get just two. He's got the wounds of the war.
What's happened here? Grabbing the hamstring. Does not look comfortable. There's the anguish. Have a look at the flowing of runs thus far.
Yeah, it's been very good for Zimbabwe. Just the start they would have been looking for. Dismissal of Bennett just going too far across the stumps, leaving the leg stump exposed. Dion Myers is looking to cut one that's a little too close to the body. This was fortunate. Zimbabwe will not mind. Narumani has expressed himself quite nicely. The captain, Raza, has joined him. 66 for 2. Zimbabwe at the moment, very comfortable.
Raza looks okay. We'll find out how that little bit of time away from the game with Mato Machikicho, how much work has been done and how comfortable he will be as we progress. But he's in the mood, Tino. 27 of 16, striking at just under 170. Zimbabwe need him out there because he is in the mood. There's a good crowd that's coming here on a Sunday and enjoying their time.
It's been a long time since the Queen Sports Club has hosted a Zimbabwe international. Of course, they hosted the qualifiers of the 50 over World Cup in July, but the last bilateral they hosted was the West Indies in February of 2023. That's a long time ago. And look at that for a Sunday on in numbers. And so far have been rewarded.
They can play the role.
Raza still struggling, but he is one who will soldier through the pain. Romani 29 and 15. We've seen time and time again scores like this for him. I want to see him go on today. Get past.
लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
again, but only to find the fielder for one.
What I like about when he tries to play that switch hit, he's giving it the full Monty. He's not holding it off. It goes to that boundary at a rate of knots.
The full partnership, 54 of 27.
Especially when it comes off. Partnership 54 and just 27.
Yeah, Raza not looking too comfortable in between those singles. You're throwing a bit more desire to get in and out of the blocks. Now it just seems a little bit labored. Can he find the boundary? Okay, just to turn over the strike.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth there, Rainsford. This stage of the Pakistan innings is when Zimbabwe pulled back their scoring rate, so they must remember that they can afford to not be going at a rate all the time. And then they must remember that the last 2 overs were massive for Pakistan. In the end, they get 6 from that one.
जैस के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ.
अब कोका कोला की 2
State of play. Pakistan 165 for 4. Tahir and Usman 39 apiece. Raza 4 overs, 1 for 14. Masakadza didn't bowl his allotted 4 overs, 1 for 23. Nicely bowled by Abbas. Change of end for him.
.3 the current rate. Required rate 7.6. What Zimbabwe will be striving to do is get that gap between those 2 numbers further apart.
We also want to set the record straight here. In the air, heavy ball. Look for the second and they'll get it, will they? Oh, the dive. Keeper, animated.
Marumani has just given a gesture to the change room. I'm not sure what that's for, but it gives you a sense that he feels he's home. Pakistan very animated in their appeal. This will give us an indication of whether he got in. That is not going to give us the option that we're looking for.
I will tell you something, Tino. This is the better angle. Where's the bat? Where are the bails? Oh, he looks short of his ground.
Yeah, it'll need to be slowed down a little bit more. He certainly, live, looks like he's short of his ground, and he is. Marumani. He's looked so good once again. and succumbs to another run out. That's when this partnership was blossoming between him and the captain Sikandar Raza. Marumani has to go entertaining for the time he was there. 33 in just 20 balls. Zimbabwe lose their third, 77 on the board.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
जैस के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
Crucial partnership has just ended. Arumani has had to go for 33. It brings Ryan Burl. Vastly experienced, 83 matches, best of 61. Left-hander replaces left-hander.
Arumani off the glove, and then there was a throw from the fielder which was unnecessary, and the rest of the Pakistan fielders were unhappy with that, but wonderful backing up and an even better throw right above the bails, and it's the throw that made the run out, Ed.
Yeah, Tino, I just picked up something there. And just how the overflow of the run by Marumani. Bit of a play and a miss. And this is where he loses about half a meter. What he needs to do is ground his bat and turn. But look at how much, and there's a little bit of a stumble afterwards. So he has to recover from running about 20 meters to running about 23 meters.
That's a fair point. Ed Rainsford and well picked up. He wouldn't have been expecting to get another run there, and that's why.
And that is a key word, expectant. If you're looking for runs, you always think there's an overflow somewhere, so I need to just tap and go. And Tino and I are talking about running between the wickets, but were you good? I wasn't great. I wasn't out there for long enough to run between wickets, but were you good, Tino?
I thought I was okay. I didn't have to run all that quickly in these kind of formats, red ball cricket. But as I said, Ed, you make a valid point.
Yeah, it's all about the awareness. And be a young cricketer sitting back at home, you just look at what. And I understand perhaps for him he's just making his ground, then the extra run is presented. A young cricketer always have an ability to survey the ground and the movement of the ball.
The other thing you have to remember is it was quite a quick single, and the fielder was throwing at the stumps, so the momentum took him past. Maybe they could have just thought a little bit about taking that second run. 9 gone, 77 for 3.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ। इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
He's just joined him. So they've got to start again. Find that momentum for Pakistan. They think, wow, we've got a crucial wicket here. We can savor this period. Arrest the run rate, put a little bit more pressure for Zimbabwe to make a play. Zimbabwe, they're thinking, take the deep, but every chance of winning the game. There you go. That current run rate at one point was sitting at 9 or just below 10. And now it's just dropped off to 8.5, but they're well within check of the required run rate. I did mention just head-to-head. Zimbabwe have only won 2 T20 internationals against Pakistan. That famous win by 1 run in Perth, 2022. Pakistan have won 16. So that's something Zimbabwe will really look to try and improve on.
Yeah, and the previous win was actually in the match they played against each other previous to that one at Harare Sports Club in 2021. So you wouldn't have guessed it, but Zimbabwe have won their last 2 T20 internationals against Pakistan. And that's that match you're talking about in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup in Australia. Thrilling last ball finish for Zimbabwe. Yeah, Sean Williams top scoring with 31. Hussein 4 for 24. Shadab Khan 3 for 23. Shan Masood was the top scorer with 44. Raza, Brad Evans, 5 wickets between the two of them. Pakistan agonizingly 1 run short.
Work to do for the field there, cover. They're able to run on the second because of the slide. But clear that Raza seems to be struggling with that hamstring. His left leg, I think it is. I'll think of 2 here now. And should get it comfortably. They go to the wicketkeeper's end. It ends the over. After 10, it's 85 for 3.
Since 9 and but 8 those. Brush, arrow, brush, arrow, brush, arrow. Brush, arrow, then
Sensodyne kicks in there. Must move the casa patrol. Hey, Mom.
Cavities to the guy. Not the way he's strong. I'm a good digging, I'm digging all day long. Brush, arrow, brush, arrow, brush, arrow. Sensodyne and but get those.
Ralph being brought back into the attack. Something he can do here quite often is find a way to get a wicket. We really do want to get this partnership broken before it grows any further. Just 9 runs from 11 ball, Raza and Burl, joined by Monet Van Beek. Hey, this is about trying to pick up a wicket, isn't it?
Yeah, spot on. That's his role. He's got to hunt for wickets, break partnerships, especially in this quiet part of the innings where batting teams do consolidate, try and leave wickets in the bank for later. But that's important from a Zimbabwean point of view, finding a way just to rotate strike, swing over pressure. Remember, we're in a little period here where Pakistan went 62 balls without scoring a boundary, so they have it all their own way at this stage of their innings. So that gives Zimbabwe a bit of room to rebuild here, get this partnership going. The 2 senior men at the crease have a very good idea of what it takes to maneuver and get the Zimbabwean ship home at the end of the day.
That's been just simple catch. He's come in and done just exactly what his captain's brought him on for. This Ryan Burl looks like that stayed in the wicket a little longer than he expected.
Let off up in the ring. Ryan Ball decided that's the man he wants to target for a boundary. He knows anything over mid-off would be a boundary. Was it a risk worth taking? You know what they say, Darlington, live by the sword, die by the sword. You've got to take the chances.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स। सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
This Ralph brought back into the attack to pick up a wicket, and it's Clive Madande in his 34th match, best of 53. He's got to make sure that he's not Harif Ralph's second wicket in this over.
Ralph's found some rhythm. It's looked good today. Hard length. It's a length that made it difficult for Bull. He's done his job. He's got the man the captain brought him back for. Next on his list, he's supposed to be any Zimbabwean batter, but he'd love to get the wicket of Raza as well. As we've said so many times before, Raza, the key for the second part of this innings.
A little bit of sharp movement in for Ralph towards Madande. Gets it off the inside edge. Picks up a couple. Most wickets in T20s. 75 matches since Haris Ralph's debut. He's in second place. Manindu Hasaranga, Sri Lanka. He's got a few more. Those are very, very good numbers. Markadir, the other seam-up bowler is in that list. $90 for 4.
जैस के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ ₹220 में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Why Haris Ralph is so important for this Pakistan bowling effort. He has 107 wickets since he made his T20 debut. That's been played across the line. Didn't quite find the middle of the bat, but Sikandar Raza's taken on the fielder and turned it into 2.
Good running by the skipper. Very good running. No problems, Clive Madande. Young man, quick ground, covers the ground quickly. Pardon me, but have a look at Raza's awareness here. As soon as it pops over the bowler's head, he's away. Might be 2 on. Sign for Zimbabwe. No sign of the injury.
That's a wicket. He's not picked the turned away from him, the little googly, and looking to get onto the side. It's very easy work for the wicketkeeper. Zimbabwe lose Clive Madande.
Yeah, shake of the head. Beaten all ends up.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
जैस के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ। जैस के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
Shinga Musekiwa, new batsman. So, young in his career. So, probably going to be the first time competitively played against left-arm wrist spinner. Many of those going around in domestic cricket. Well, he's been very successful, which has brought him to this stage. Seen a lot of right-arm wrist. Ralph got the wicket of Ryan Pearl, opened up an end, and then Mukim got Madande stumped. Similar position to what Zimbabwe did. Spinners between overs 10 and around about 18, able to get some control in the match. It's Jandad. Tom seeing one expensive over to Marumani.
Zimbabwe got 38 deliveries without scoring a boundary. Run rate required slowly creeping up close to the 10s. So, need to keep the scoreboard ticking. Hold the partnership. Big job for Musekiwa. It's just to bat around Raza. Just bounce the strike around. Give his skipper as much of the strike as possible.
Not really known for playing that way. His reputation as a real dasher. To domestic cricket, clears boundaries easily.
I think it's a sort of surface that he's got time now. Situation's telling him just to hang back a little bit and maybe just apply himself a bit more. The time will come in this innings to let himself go and play that natural game. Definitely clear the left leg on that occasion, so he's decided he's going to try and play his way. Like the more time you give yourself on the surface as well, not from playing within a shell, try and still hit boundary riders, put the bad balls away. Positive in that way, it will become easier and easier and easier. Also facing bowlers that he hasn't played against before, so just give yourself a couple of deliveries to get used to the different actions that are on offer. He's done what was required there, given the strike to his skipper.
That's Sikandar Raza. Beautifully bowled by Dad. And Pakistan have clawed their way back into this match. And it's the seamers who are doing the damage.
It's all going wrong. Queen Sports Club will away out for Zimbabwe, losing a cluster of wickets. That might have to be looked again. Raza trying to go airborne, finding point. Same hope, can't keep him out of the game here in Zimbabwe. It's the end of the skipper for 39, Zimbabwe 95 for 6.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका।
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
Wellington Masakadza, experience 56 games. 34. Was there. He deliberately did go in the air, but couldn't clear Ayub at backward point. Gotta just build a partnership. There's still a lot of time in this game. 4 wickets. 77 for 2 at one stage. They've lost 4 wickets for another 18 runs.
Yeah, but turning point was the run out of Marumani. Up until that stage, Zimbabwe in full control of the innings.
97 for 6.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
जैज के पास हर नीट का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए
Sikiwa not picking a little Chinaman.
And square off the surface. Always easy to do when you bowl the wrong one. That amount of purchase. One for 16 in the 3.2 overs from Hakim. Fantastic. Always good to watch the wrist spinners apply their trade.
The one outside the line of ball.
Ball turning into him. Probably looking to score to the leg side. Might be a safer option.
This time it's just a little guide down towards the third man boundary. And it's a long, long time since the Zimbabweans find the boundary.
Much needed. Well played by Wellington Mazakatsa. Waits for it, guides it down. It's that short third man on his right-hand side and this quick outfield. Queen Sports Club races away for 4.
46 deliveries since the last boundary in the Zimbabwe innings. And then he's bowled him around his legs. It's the second time we've seen him take a wicket in that manner. Zimbabwe now find themselves in what is probably some real trouble.
A little bit quicker through the air from Hakim. Straighter as well. Misjudged by Mazakatsa.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन से 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स। सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना
Hakim, 2 for 20. One ball left of his quota of 4 overs. It is Richard Ngarava, 61st match. And he's tall and cheaply off the first ball.
Once again, we said it at this ground, Queen Sports Club. Normally, spin bowlers who have their own way on this surface.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
जैस के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
जैस के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699।
65 from 35. 10.3 runs per over. One delivery. It's a blessing. Zarabani on strike for the first time. It's a full and fast, full and from Haris Rauf. Blessing Zarabani, just one delivery without scoring. The perfect first delivery at a number 10 batter. And Blessing Zarabani, those feet don't go anywhere. And leg stump is sent cartwheeling as Blessing Zarabani for naught. Zimbabwe 107 for 9.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम दे पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रायती से इस्तेमाल पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स
Trevor Gwando. This is a perfect first delivery at a number 10 from Haris Rauf. Sends back. Blessing Zarabani knocking over the leg stump. Roll of the fingers a little slower out the hand of Haris Rauf, but it's been 7 wickets fallen to just 30 runs since the dismissal of Tadiwa Nashimarumani. Stage Zimbabwe looked like they had this one potentially in the bag. Dejected looking change for Zimbabwe. 107 for 9.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ जाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स
जैज के पास हर नीड का हल है बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ
Another capitulation for the Zimbabwean batting lineup in this series. 77 for 2, 77 for 3, 87 for 4, 92 for 5, 95 for 6. Now 108 for 9. 31 runs.
It was a procession, wasn't it? But you have to give to a Pakistani captain how calm the runs were flowing. Wickets, they are back into this game.
Yeah, it was such an opportunity for Zimbabwe today. Hasn't read that one. Played all around it. Appeal for.
Yeah, Zimbabwean batters, they've found it very difficult to pick up those googlies and the top spinners from the wrist spinners. He's okay there, Abrar. Seems like he's out of the crease. Not on the line. Straightforward decision for the third umpire.
Yeah, Gwandu's dragged his foot out, and he hasn't managed to get it back behind the line in time. So, confirmation.
रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
जैज के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
It looked rosy and good while the captain Sikandar Raza was out in the middle. But with his demise, went any hopes of Zimbabwe chasing down this total. Pakistan win the opening T20 international by 57 runs.
Yeah, fielding has been good by the Pakistanis in this game as opposed to Zimbabwean fielders. They miss heaps of opportunities, committed litany of mistakes, and that's where Pakistanis, they capitalize.
Now is the final wicket to fall. Gwandu just dragging that back foot out, and that's good awareness from Usman Khan to see that he hasn't brought that foot back and dislodged the bails. So that's the Zimbabwean scorecard. Marumani looked good once again as he has throughout the series, but he hasn't taken the team forward. 33 and 20. Sikandar Raza, the captain, 39 and 28, struggling with a left hamstring injury. Zimbabwe only end up with 108. Fall of wickets. A very disappointing scorecard from the Zimbabwean point of view. 12 for 1, 18 for 2. The problems really started at 77 for 2, which became 77 for 3. And from then on, wickets just continued to fall in quick succession.
Yeah, like the Zimbabwean spinners, it was Pakistani spinners who did the damage. Up front, it was Abrar Ahmed who picked up a couple of wickets with the new ball, and in the middle overs,
Usman, 39 and 30. Good enough contribution.